Wolak. Let me tell you, I can't wait to get here with you every day because when I do, I get to talk about what's on my mind. I get to talk about what's really coming up for me. And I had an interesting thing happen this weekend where someone who hadn't seen me in 2 years saw me in person. And they said, "My God, you look healthier and better than you've ever looked." And I simply said, "Thank you." And I didn't even think about that because what I believed when I had more time being in the house by myself, when I had more time not doing all the things that we normally did during the COVID thing, I just focused on health and well-being. I ate better. I exercised better. I did more spiritual practice. And so I literally changed my body. I made my body healthier. Because one of my number one value is health and well-being. And so I look at it and I say, And so as I pondered that this weekend and today, I truly believe that we're headed into more change than we've ever imagined. I think the rate of change that we're going to be seeing with respect to the world and that around us, it's going to be greater and greater and greater and greater. It's going to be coming faster and faster and faster. And the thing that will allow us to proceed in greater awareness is that we have to have a solid foundation. And that foundation that we have has to be physically, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So I'm just putting that out there for you because I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. But what I do know is that we can all become more grounded. We can all become more balanced. We can all take another step toward the greater expression of us. And I love all of you that are checking in. I see all of you checking in from all over the United States and the world. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's the thing that really came to me yesterday when I was at an in-person gathering of Agape people. We miss each other. We miss human contact. We miss being with like-minded people. And over the last couple years, we've gotten out of the habit of being with each other. I don't know what that looks like for you, but what I know it looks like for me is I am going back into being with my like-minded brothers and sisters. I need that in my human life. I need that in my human form. It makes me feel good. I also want to say that I don't know how many of you are Ted Lasso fans, but this guy is a huge Ted Lasso fan. And in the newest episode, there was a scene where Ted is talking to Sharon, and he's, I'm not going to give away the details, but he's talking about this incredible past experience that's been on his mind, that has been plaguing him, controlling him for years and years and years. And after he expresses it, he asks, "Would it be okay if I got a hug?" And the person that he was with said, "Of course." And he got a hug, and he was able to let go in the support and the embrace of this person that he felt safe with. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know what you're missing in your life. But I can tell you this, a hug always feels good. And I'm going to tell you, when I was in the corporate world, I was not a hugger because that was just taboo. What? You're up in the corporate ranks, you're an officer of the company and you're hugging? Get out of here. But toward the latter years, and I started my spiritual journey, I became a hugger, and I was known for it. Some people didn't mind it. A lot of people didn't like it at all. Here's the beauty of it. I didn't care. The ones that liked it, they let me know. I hug them. At Agape, when we greet each other now in service and we're welcoming people, I tell people up front, you have to honor everyone's position. You can't push your position on them. So I say, if a person goes to namaste hands, bow, acknowledge them. If they put out their hand, that means they want to shake their hand. If they go like this, it means they're open to a hug. There's no right answer. Everyone has a different opinion about that type of connection. Here's a key thing. Do what's right for you. Don't believe me, what I do. Do what's right for you. So if you'll notice in my statement, I talk about we've got to get grounded. We've got to get balanced physically, taking care of our body, mentally, expanding our mind, not keeping our mind locked in, emotionally, realizing our emotions are responses to external stimuli to tell us where we are, and spiritually, coming into a sense of oneness, coming into a sense that we're much greater than this physical body. We're much greater than this personality. We are actually an infinite expression of the great I am, of the great infinite, the all infinite. And so the whole idea in our lives is to become more grounded in all four of these areas and then experience more. Because until we become grounded in all these areas, we can't experience more. Do you get it? That's why the work is always within you. It's not with others. That's not the work. The work is always within ourselves. That's why every day I block out time for my spiritual work. I block out time for my physical body. I block out time for my emotional well-being. And I block out time for my intellectual expansion. And here's what I know is when you're doing all four of those things, you can't help but feel good. You can't help but feel, and let me take the word feel good out of that. Let me take the word feel good out of that. Here's the two words that I really love that are a part of what I define well-being. Feel fulfilled and feel balanced. I promise you that if you have a sense of fulfillment and that sense of fulfillment is balanced, crossing over all the dimensions, you, my friend, are living an incredible, incredible life. Fulfillment and balance are key. Now, how do you get that? You have to build daily practices, daily habits that you're persistent and consistent with. I'm 70 years old. I'm on 0 prescription meds. Every health index that I have says I'm as healthy as a young 30-year-old, according to my doctor. My blood work, everything says that. And you say, well, you're just lucky. And I say, no, I'm not. My mother had cancer and a bunch of other things, died of cancer. My brother died of cancer. My father died of congestive heart failure, had blood pressure, had dementia, had all these things. My DNA, according to what the doctors would say, is a DNA that I should be on meds beyond belief. I didn't believe in that. I believed without any knowledge that I could control my destiny. And so I've been working out since I've been 21. I've been eating healthy for the last 25 years. I meditate every day. I exercise every day. And it's only because I do that every day that I'm experiencing a life right now. So there's balance. There's the balance between desire and the amount of effort that has to go into it. You get that? Balance. Desire and effort. There has to be both. And the mind is what decides what you do. Who controls your mind? You do. Don't let your prior habits of thinking control you. You control the habits of thinking that you now create for yourself. And when you control those habits, you become the master of your life. Well, gang, I didn't plan on going there today, but you know what? I know there's so much coming in the world. The energy's moving faster. There's going to be greater and greater changes. It's going to look really uncomfortable. Best time in the world to focus on you and connect with people of like vibration. I want you to know I'm here for you every day at 8 o'clock, except on Sunday. Sunday's more about 7:30 because I got to go do an in-person service, so I can't be here for that. But I'm here every day at 8 o'clock. I'm also here at 7 a.m. for meditation. I'm here during the week on Wednesdays and Tuesdays for Agape gatherings. Everything you might want to know about Agape, guess where it is? AgapeSpiritualCenter.com. Until tomorrow, I'll tell you this like I do every day. I love you and accept you just like you are. Go create a great day, everyone. Aloha.